Hey guys, this is episode 15 of my stocks and shares portfolio series. If you can give us a like if you appreciate the content, that'd really help out, and share if you think other people would find it useful. Be really appreciated. So up a little bit this week. We've had the sort of stimulus confirmed by the US, so everything's starting to sort of go up a little. Gold go up, Bitcoin's going up, stocks are going up. Sort of seems like easy money at the moment. So yeah, it's in a couple of thousand on the Hargreaves Lansdown side, and yeah, expect that to sort of continue into next week. So over to Trading212. So yeah, up a little this week. Not too much. I made a bad decision on Rolls Royce by the last week. Let's rocket it up just to sort of show you quickly. Yeah, so I sold out about £1.25, which is basically the bottom. I think this is people going for the rights issue. Obviously, they want to sort of buy up at £1.25 and then get the shares for 32p. So it seems like a good deal if you believe in them long term. I do, but I just wasn't happy with the debt levels they're at. So yeah, took about £500 loss on this. Could have sort of held and then sold at far lower loss, but live and learn. Hopefully I'll get back into them sort of maybe a year or two down the line if things are looking better. But yeah, so a little bit up on last week. The sort of gold and silver stocks have been coming back up a little, and just sort of general stocks really. My sort of Shell and that sort of thing going up. The the ARK Invest pie has been doing well. £33 up on £300, so but technically I'm underperforming that. It is a sort of Nasdaq, speculative pie, sort of from Cathy Wood. So I expected that to be sort of doing quite well towards the end of a bull run. I mean, nearly everything in here is sort of up. Couple of positions sort of dragging it down, but a lot of them are up 10 to 20% really. So I may put some more into this, just sort of bump up the lower ones and just sort of see how it carries on. But yeah, so obviously I'm losing to that, but I wouldn't really be happy putting sort of 10,000 plus into this if I don't really know too much about the companies. So yeah, so some fairly big movers this week. Seeing GlaxoSmithKline sort of coming down during the week and back up to be sort of fairly flat, but during the week it was very volatile. Imperial Brands sort of up and down, not too bad. Kiers still sort of bobbling around up and down the low points. I have put a little bit more into this in my invest side, which I'll show you. And Polymetal sort of gaining a little bit on the good gold news, so hoping for that to continue. Shell, yeah, doing really well this week. Probably should have put a bit more in when it was under £9. But yeah, so 8% in the last week. Pretty happy with this. I got my position, well, it's split between the invest account and the ISA, so My average price is sort of £11.48 here. It's a little bit lower in the invest account. So probably about £10.50 overall. So for the long term, if they start raising the dividend again, then I should have quite a good yield on this. And yeah, one that I'm looking to hopefully have about £5,000 in longer term and hold that for the dividends. And then Saga, still sort of coming down. This was another one that I've invested a little bit in the invest account. Just seems too low. They've had their cash injection, so they should be sort of fairly okay. The cruise side is obviously not doing very well, but they're getting bookings for next year. And the sort of insurance side, it seems to be sort of operating fairly well from the reports that I've seen. So I'm expecting this to sort of bump back up eventually. I mean, they had a sort of potential takeover bid at about 33p, which they turned down. Sort of angered shareholders a little bit because they've then done the rights issue to the former CEO sort of around these prices. So obviously people are saying they could have got 33p, but they obviously feel happier with the ex-CEO sort of coming back in. Yeah, so that is sort of the bulk of the portfolio, really. Not too much other moves. Yeah, Sylvania Platinum always looks a bit strange. Very sort of flat moves. And yeah, Tesla's doing well. Maybe should have bought a little bit more. I'll buy a little bit more if it comes down. But starting to get back towards the sort of overpriced level, I thought. Going back to the people wanting to invest for the sort of 5-10 year plan, which I'm not really all that happy about. I think I would rather put, if I'm looking to sort of make a big investment, if I end up selling gold or Bitcoin to put in this, probably go with VW Group. Just seems like they're going to be moving into electric cars. They're already shipping electric cars, and they've got sort of a bigger base behind them, more profit to be, transitioning into electric cars, and incredibly undervalued. Sort of PE of about 6, I think, on sort of the last couple of years' earnings, if they can get back to that. But yeah, so I think people get a little bit too worked up about Tesla, saying that they're 5 years ahead of the tech of everyone else. Don't really know sort of what it's based on. Yeah, sort of VW seem to be shipping plenty of electric cars at the moment. I don't think people, are all that bothered about the tech. The average person just wants a car that, they like from a brand that they like. A lot of people are, certainly in Europe, are sort of reluctant to switch from the traditional brands. So I think if they bring out an electric car, then, people will go for it because of the brand sort of recognition. Your sort of Renaults and Volkswagen, BMW, that sort of thing. So yeah, I think people get a little bit too worked up about Tesla, but by all means leave me a comment if you disagree. So I kind of have the Tesla and the ARK Invest pie just to sort of measure my own gains, but it's longer term. Obviously I'm losing at the moment to Tesla and the ARK Invest pie, but I do focus on long term, so we'll see. So that is the portfolio for this week. By all means leave your thoughts in the comments below, and if you could give us a like, that really help out, and subscribe if you want to see more. See you soon.